Hello and welcome to this episode of Equity Sahi Hai. Joining me today is well-known financial planner Brijesh Dalmia. Thank you very much, Brijesh, for joining me on this show.
Thank you, Vivek.
Volatility, Brijesh, seems to be the new normal, and we keep seeing sharp swings in the market. And what is the best way in which investors can handle this? We've talked about SIP. A lot of experts like you have talked about it, that it's a good tool to tide over volatility. But other than that, is there any investor behavior tendency that should be playing out when it comes to handling volatility?
You see, I think the biggest issue with investors is that they want to make quick returns, and sometimes they leverage their situation and position into asset classes which has given them good returns or very high returns in the recent past, and they expose most of their funds in those asset classes. This is where investors go wrong. One should just stick to the asset allocation. Apart from SIP, which makes tremendous case to handle volatility, one should look at diversifying their investments into gold investments, international funds, index funds, proper debt allocation, along with the equity exposure. So if you have a proper asset allocation plan, volatility will not trouble you much, because at all points of time, you will have certain assets doing well, because we have seen in the past that if asset class A is not doing well, asset class B is doing well. So if you are properly hedged and you are doing a proper asset allocation, then your trouble will be lower. Of course, maybe if you have exposure in equity, they tend to go down a lot during volatile times and you might be worried. But if you have other asset classes also like debt and gold, it might give you positive return and the overall damage to the portfolio will not be such. So rather than looking at returns as the only parameter to invest your money, you should be more concerned about the downward journey of your portfolio and try to protect that. And that is possible only through asset allocation.
Pleasure talking to you, Brijesh Dalmia. Thank you very much for joining us here on Equity Sahi Hai.
Thank you so much.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.